I'm already calling it. This is going to be movie of the year for me.
This is going to be movie of the year for me.
Yeah, I was fucking wrong. What's up, everybody? I'm Logan, and this is Worldly Reviews, the YouTube channel where I geek out and talk shit. And today I'm going to be talking about Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City. Yeah, this was the most anticipated movie of the year for me. I love the games, I love everything about the games, I've always wanted to see a movie be done right. And this had so much potential, but in the end, it just, I am so disappointed right now. Because for the past month or so, I've been hyping this movie up, telling all the people, saying the negative stuff about it, like, no, man, it's gonna be fucking great. And now I have to apologize, and yeah, I was definitely wrong. I've never been so bored yet entertained in a movie. Like, I hated it, but I liked it in a way. But it is a very boring movie. Like, how do you make Resident Evil boring? Like I said, it had so much potential to be the best movie of the year for me, and now it's kind of the biggest disappointment. The characters were okay. Everybody was talking about, oh, Leon doesn't look like Leon. Yeah, sure, but, I could get over that. But they made him such a bitch. Like, that is not Leon S. Kennedy. I didn't like Jill Valentine either. I mean, I love the actress that played her. She played Ghost in Ant-Man and the Wasp. But she did good, but it wasn't that character. It didn't feel like Jill to me. Chris and Claire were spot on. Loved them. They were perfect. And then Wesker is just kind of... no, that's not Wesker. And I love Tom Hopper. Like, I'm such a big fan of Umbrella Academy and him as Luther. When he announced that he was going to be Wesker, that was the first I really heard any big news on this movie, and I was so fucking excited. He did great, but they wrote that character all wrong. And then it takes forever for them to get to the mansion, and once they're in the mansion, it's like maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 scenes in the mansion? And don't get me wrong, the mansion looks like the mansion from the game. It looks perfect. Which makes me question, if you made it look so damn good, why didn't you use it for most of the movie like you should have? Same with the RPD, like Raccoon Police Department. What the fuck? It looked just like the games. But hardly any footage in there. Like, you get to see the lobby, the STARS office, Chief Irons' office, which did not look like Chief Irons' office from the game, and the armory, and that's about it. Well, you get to see the parking lot. The parking lot, good replica from the game. And then you got all these monsters and creatures that you bring in from the game to give them, just a few seconds of screen time? Yeah, we got a few zombies. There's a badass shootout in the mansion. We get the liquor for one quick scene in the fucking orphanage. Like, why is the liquor in the orphanage? Better yet, why is Lisa Trevor in the orphanage and being a good guy? Like, what the fuck? Like, that did not make any sense. Whenever Lisa Trevor ends up killing the liquor, I'm like... And speaking of the orphanage stuff could have been taken out of the movie. It could have. Granted, yeah, the orphanage kind of looked like the orphanage from the game, but it served no point. The only point it served was for Claire and Leon to get to the mansion. And William Birkin, he was kind of pointless in the movie as well. 3 or 4 scenes, if that? And when he started to transform into the monster he becomes in the games, I was like, okay, this is getting a little bit cooler. You're getting the eyeballs and everything, and I was like, okay, I'm down with that. He should be a hell of a lot bigger. And then when he does get bigger into his final form on the train, it's just like, hey, yeah, there he is. Hey, Leon, shoot him with a rocket launcher, and yep, that's it.
A rocket launcher? Found it in first class.
The beginning of the movie was so spaced out and just like I said, boring. And then the second half of the movie, which is all the stuff that the fans wanted to see, felt rushed, but still slow at the same time. It's like, yeah, we know you want to see this. Here it is. Okay, on to the next thing. There are a lot of Easter eggs and fan service in the movie, but it doesn't make up for this new story that they're trying to tell. I get they want to do something different, and I'm down for you doing something that isn't exactly the games. Like I said in my trailer reaction, if it was exactly like the game, you would know what's coming and it wouldn't be entertaining, but it felt like there could have been so much more. And I really feel like where this movie struggles is its budget. Sony did not give them enough money to make a proper Resident Evil movie. I guarantee you if they would have had a bigger budget, the movie would have been a hell of a lot better. Because like even with Raccoon City, you hardly get to see the city, maybe a couple of streets. And it's a deserted town. Like, no, that's not Raccoon City. It's bad that whenever my friends and I got out of the theater, we went across the street to the mall and, hung out, whatever. And then we're like, okay, well, there's traffic on the interstate to get back home. Let's just go watch Ghostbusters Afterlife to get the taste of Resident Evil out of our mouths. Just such a letdown. I haven't been this disappointed since that Christmas that my dad bought my cousin a fucking boat and I got a goddamn coffee pot. I do like certain things about the movie. I like the look of the sets and, the characters and everything. Yeah, I mean, some of them are a little bit off. But it does, in a way, have a Resident Evil feel, but at the same time, it doesn't. I've never felt this conflicted about how I feel about a movie. I want to rewatch it right now, but at the same time, I don't ever want to watch it again. And then they leave it open for a sequel, they got a little mid-credit scene. And I do want another one, but at the same time, it's like I don't, and I really don't think there will be another one. Give it a few more years, and Sony will probably reboot it again. And I can make a better Resident Evil movie than what we've gotten from Paul W.S. Anderson and Johannes Roberts. Like this one, great intentions, but the delivery, it just wasn't there. And I like I said, I think it's due to the budget. But with all that being said, I will give it a rewatch level. I'll give it a 7 out of 10, and I will defend that right now. I was going to give it a 5, just, average, okay, I'll rewatch it here and there. But I'll give it an extra point because, yes, it is a Resident Evil movie. I love Resident Evil, so it gets a point for that. And I'll give it one more because of the way the sets are and the way the characters do kind of look like how they did in the games. There's enough elements for me to enjoy it. It probably won't be like some movies where I gotta rewatch it a couple times a year because I love it so much. And if you would, hit that like button, drop a comment down in the comment section, share on social media, and subscribe to stay up to date with all the videos I got coming. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.